Yes.
Start. Mm.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. It is wonderful to join you today. Over the next hour, you will hear from three speakers whose work spans entrepreneurship, technology, and clinical practice. The session also touches on the larger idea of Viksit Bharat, a vision of a confident and compassionate India, where progress is reflected not only in economic growth, but also the quality of life and the well-being it fosters. It's a theme that resonates strongly with every young person preparing to shape the country's future. We truly hope the spirit of Vande Mataram will power Viksit Bharat 2047. Our first speaker is Mr. B. L. Mittal, co-founder and chairman of SastaSundar. He's a distinguished entrepreneur and a member of ICAI, ICSI, ICMAI. He has founded successful ventures, including SastaSundar, Retailer Shakti, and Club Cotton. His guiding philosophy centers on being genuine and the joyful spirit of being child. His entrepreneurial journey is defined by the clarity of purpose and a commitment to health, to making healthcare accessible, trustworthy, and centered around people. Today, he speaks on Viksit Bharat, an enlightened and developed India, a vision that asks us to think of development not only as advancement but also as responsibility. Mr. BL.
Good afternoon, dear students, dear teachers. Thank you to this esteemed college for providing us this opportunity to interact with all of you. Dr. Jain, Vinay, Nano, CTO, John, we all team are here. I'm privileged to be here on this special occasion. So the topic is Viksit Bharat. This is the one point I want to tell you that we have started the SastaSundar Plus Live Wow. It's 100 years of healthy living. And in this Viksit Bharat, the billions of money is being invested in technology. So if you see 1947, the India is the country, the average life of Indians were around 35, 40 years old. Now we have 75 years old. So it's a Bharat 2047, the direct implication for all of you. You will all have the opportunity to live up to 125 years. There is very clear indication. So you all will be there in the most protective year. If I say 2047, 25 years from now, that will be the best part of your privilege. And you will be enjoying that all we are looking for. So Viksit Bharat is not just only slogan, it has a very meaningful impact on the lives of all of you or those to whom you love. And these are the things which will happen in India as have happened in all different countries. If you go to the US, Singapore, UK, EU, or even China, that will have the clean air. So the pollution will be eliminated. Otherwise, there is no sense of Viksit Bharat. Water will be clean and travels will be very less for business purpose, but travels will be more for leisure purpose and more automation. The things will be automation. I think that classrooms will be eliminated by that time, and the schools will be a place of fun, meeting, and discussing, interacting. So emotional uh, correct will be there, not teaching. Maybe your children, I mean not you, your children may not need to go to school and learn because there is no importance of learning. Whatever importance will depend on the importance of emotions. Whether things will be automated, there will be AI, there will be robotics. So more and more emotional connect will be important rather than the knowledge content important. AI take the leads in all your experience. Robotics will replace human labor Longevity will be very, very important. Dr. Sam will speak more on the longevity, that how your last 10, 15 years of life will be there. So you will all have an opportunity to live up to 125 years. Means if your grandmother see their grandchildren, you will be able to see the grandchildren to grandchildren. That time you know efficient life opportunity will be there. Obviously, it is up to you how you maintain your life, but science will accelerate from here for so many things. And science knowledge will lead to the commerce knowledge because the more and more process work will be taken by artificial intelligence and robots. So the accounting, adding, placing, calculations, balancing, this will all be automatic form. So rather than commerce knowledge, the science knowledge will prevail because at the end of the day, truth is never discovered. It is always hidden. So something at that point of time also, you will see that there is something hidden to know. These are the valuable things. One is emotions. Emotions will be in scarcity. Everybody might turn to mechanical things. Emotions becomes important. People will give more importance to one relationship. Otherwise, all social media is there. Live shows may be more important than Netflix or pictures. Agriculture will be the most important because we have a lot of time. So agriculture rather than commerce, it will become happy hobby. People will love to spend time with trees, fruits, bike like themselves. And cooking will be very, very important because people have a lot of time. They don't need to go to office for 8 hours. The working will maybe require 7 hours per day. That's it. That will be enough to make money for life to other work will require hours. You have enough time to cook for yourself, cook for your friends, and eat for your own health. Hobbies, sports, trust, and friendship. This will be the most important because this will be the scarcity. So this is a all the picture of the Viksit Bharat. I won't take much of the time, and I will request all of you to ask me the questions if you have any. So let us debate on the curiosity which you are going inside you. Please. So
If any of you have questions, we will take them now.
let us debate that how you are thinking about. Can anybody express that how you are thinking about 2047? What kind of dream you have? What kind of pictures you have? Talk about developing.
2047 is completely just a constellation, is all right. Anybody?
Okay, no sir. So if you don't ask questions, we will ask questions. In the front row. Please introduce yourself. You're looking sounding very interested. Tell me what is your idea of Bright and Viksit Bharat? Let the whole audience know. Original ideas. If it is of
Hi, sir. I'm Ushini Basu. I'm from Consul's Department, 7-1. So I feel that as we'll reach 2047, it's my opinion that we should have like we should focus more on the nature side. So now that the schools and colleges have started, teaching environmental science and all. Our college also has that. So I think we should focus more on that also. And sir, who showed the PPT where you showed about live shows and all. I really appreciate that idea because me being an artist, like I perform on stages also. So I think the live shows are a good option because day by day it is growing. It is growing because during holidays and all, we see concerts happening and all. So I personally feel that we should focus more on the nature because at the end of the day, the nature will only give us back.
Lovely thoughts. And anyone would like to ask, sir, or comment on what your friend has just said that we must preserve nature? Anyone from this side now? Yes, please. The lady in orange shirt, please, ma'am. Yes. This is an interactive session.
You want your products and extra marks won't be cut. Along with what she said, I definitely agree. Yeah. I think it's pretty audible. I think it's audible. She is audible, sir. Good afternoon. Along with what she said, definitely agree, but I also feel that along with the environment, sustainable development and how people, the awareness of people preserving the things should also be propagated, I feel, along with it. Because we often tend to waste things. For example, easiest example I feel would be water. It is not related to today's session, but I'm giving the most easiest example would be water. So I feel that people, the awareness of should be spread among people that how we should preserve things. So I think sustainability is a very important example. So,
Yes, very good, very good. And about live performance, I would request you to contact the job. We running very good podcast, Sasanta and Definite podcast. So I would request you to come and perform for one podcast.
I am not a singer, so I perform to you. So
Whatever it may be, podcast we can show anything for health and fitness. So your talent you can showcase to the larger audience. So that all whole to live up to 125 years. We are working with the ground change survival. So we all are soldiers of this Viksit Bharat. It will not come until we all work towards that. So I will Joe, you can invite. Yes. Maybe we can host of the round table and together you can plan something. Why not? Certainly, why not? Life is all about providence. Suddenly two people from different streams meet and some sort of arrangement works out. And it's how your destiny unfolds. So what I would like to know what streams are you from? Are you all from political science or history and economics? Right? English. Oh, lovely. I don't know how many grammatical mistakes we made. The two of us. So, we like love an opinion on economics. Who all want to be an entrepreneur like Vikas? Anyone wants to be an entrepreneur, wants to start a fresh startup, a business. You can pitch, build business ideas. You don't have to get up and speak. One opinion, please. Anyone from the economics department? Anyone means anyone. Come on, there's so many of them. Just get up and speak. I think the shy. Yes, it's nice way they might cover up. When you will come. So, right, I think so. With it.
Connect with them, our CTO.
Hello, everyone. It's wonderful being here in front of very vibrant young ladies like you. So I am privileged that I'm being able to speak before you. Today, I'm speaking mostly about like how technology and health they are becoming inseparable. So day to day, we'll see that technology and health they are working together to make our lives better. And even before I begin, I would like to ask one question to you. Uh, do any one of you remember feature phone? Do you know what is the feature phone? Feature phone? No one knows? Yes. So do you still carry a feature phone? No. So anyone of you, do you have a feature phone? No. So feature phones were phones that had only keypads and we could only dial numbers because mobile. So it was called Nokia and BlackBerry age, right? And another related question: how many of you used your phone before you brushed your teeth today? Yeah, raise your hands. Raise your hands. I think most of you, right?
So see, uh, uh, technology is not just in hospitals. It is in your pockets. It is in your homes, and it is in the choices that you are making in your daily lives. Right. So that is how technology has kind of immersed into our day-to-day lives and in our health too. So and I come from SastaSundar group of company, which is like health and tech amalgamated, and I'm the chief technology officer for this company. So I'm very fortunate that I'm very close to what how things are happening in tech and how things are happening in health. So yeah, so yes, so there are lots of things, small things that we are doing on a daily basis where we where technology is helping us. So like your phone, it reminds you to drink water. Your smartwatch, it tells you that now it is time to walk. Then your period tracking apps, they are helping millions of young girls to keep track of their bodies, how their body is. So, how many of you are using your cycle tracking apps? Are you using? Oh, I'm very pleased to see so many young women using these apps. This is very useful, and I would request once you are using to help others use the same apps. So everyone should be using these apps, right? And then variables are alerting people when there is any abnormality in their heartbeats or rhythm of heart. So that is also one aspect that that is imbibed technology that is helping our health, right? And then there are very simple mental wellness health apps. Even if you spend like 3 minutes, 4 minutes with these apps, they help you reduce a lot of stress. So all of these are coming through where you all can take help. So these may seem very small, but when they add up, they contribute a lot to your well-being. Moving on, like then we are solving the real problems at scale. So how we are doing? Dr. Jan must be using portable ECG and BP monitors to track patients' uh, BP and heartbeats remotely. So that is what we are doing nowadays. And then we have AI eye scanners. Uh, when there is a diabetic retinopathy, if you are from distance, you can use AI scanners to detect and then treat that retinopathy. So doctor must be using that as well. Then we have smart glucometers to track blood sugar levels remotely. And then we have like I'm not sure how many of you have SastaSundar. How many of you have used SastaSundar? Any of you? Are you aware of what SastaSundar app? Yeah. Right. So, SastaSundar, what it does is SastaSundar, our prime motto is like health and happiness. So, how we bring health by providing accessibility to medicines. So medicines are being made accessible even during COVID times and even during flood. Our delivery agents, they deliver medicine to remotest of villages. So that is what SastaSundar is doing. Yes. You must have elderly parents and you are caregivers right now. So caregivers need to have SastaSundar app. And then we have Retailer Shakti where we are reaching remote pharmacies. And then we are bringing Jito Health. Jito Health is like low cost alternate medicine and they are very high quality. We have recently lost two medicines in the Jito category. So that is how we are trying to help the society and how we are trying to bring health to the people at large. So accessibility and affordability is what health and happiness means to us. And then there is an area where technology is actually saving a lot of lives. So a lot of remote surgeries nowadays are being done uh, uh, using robots, and even in India. we have our own indigenous robot by the name SSI Mantra. So there is a doctor in Gurgaon by the name Dr. Bhandari. He conducted the first robotic surgery for weight loss. So he was sitting in Gurgaon. He conducted the surgery in Indore, which is around 900 kilometers from Gurgaon. Then there is a pioneer in robotic surgery. That doctor goes by the name of Dr. Srivastav. He has also conducted lots of complex heart surgeries uh, from Gurgaon to Jaipur, patients in Jaipur and Bangalore. Jaipur is around 300 kilometers from Gurgaon. Bangalore is around 2000 kilometers away from Gurgaon. And then we have this Da Vinci very precise robots that are being used. And these robots are being used for surgery for urology, gynecology, then colorectal, cardiothoracic, and then general surgeries. And this cover organs like they are able to precisely remove your bladder and that too remotely. They are able to remove cancerous prostate. They are able to remove like cancerous uterus. All of that remotely. And with the robots, what we get is, and they are not only able to remove, they are able to correct and repair our organs. So all of that is being done through remote surgeries. And how this is being done because robots give you magnified vision, which human vision does not have. And they give you mobility in terms of arms. Human arms can move only in certain ways. But with robots, you get like 360-degree movement of your arms. The only thing that AI or robotics is not able to solve until now is hand movement. Other than that, everything is being solved by AI and robotics. And then precision. Human hand does not have the precision that a robotic hand has. The tremors that human hand has, that is absent in robots. So it prevents excess blood loss. It is less invasive. So all of that is being done with robotics. Moving on. So now we come to like some popular apps that we should have for your step tracking, like Fitness Pal, Flow, SastaSundar, Google Fit, and Practo for like doctor appointments. Even in SastaSundar, we are giving doctor appointments. So all of that you can use for your general well-being and your health tracking. So, what is the story of India in all of this? So, again, in India, the biggest challenge is accessibility to healthcare. So that accessibility, and then the next challenge is affordability. All of this accessibility and affordability challenge is what where Sasta Sundar, Retailer Shakti, and Jito, as a company, we are trying to solve. So we have got very good testimonials in terms of our being able to reach remotest of villages during critical periods and then affordability we are solving by having Jito high quality alternative medicines at very low cost. Like your medicine bills will be reduced by 50 to 60%. Then we have opened Jito clinics where we are enabling people to interact with doctors online and get treated online. Because good doctors, their travel time we are trying to reduce. They are sitting at their own chambers and people can come to Jito Clinic and get kind of treated and consulted by these doctors. So, digital health record is key to our combined success in healthcare. So, the government is also having this ABHA program where all of the digital records are getting collected and they are being represented to doctors, pharmacies, and everywhere. So, and then telemedicine, like I know, it is helping us reach, helping top doctors reach remotest villages and affordable medicine is what Gito and Sasta Sundar is trying to bring to the society at large. And this is how we are trying to create a healthy India where we integrate technology with empathy. Healthcare also means empathy. Now, your role in how you can shape the future. So we start with like small steps. Uh, all of us promise that I will at least track two of my prime kind of concerns, like number of steps that I walk today or every day for a month, or I track how much I have been sleeping, or I track my cycles. So let us ensure that people who are in this room and your friends who have not been able to attend this, so all of them, you encourage them to at least have two health apps that help them track their daily kind of this one, right? And then you need to kind of whenever a doctor orders medicine for your elderly parents, grandparents, you need to ensure that you buy medicines from trusted sources. Genuine medicine is key, and at SastaSundar we ensure that every medicine that comes to us is genuine, and every medicine that we deliver is genuine. So that genuinity you need to ensure for your well-being of your parents and your elderly. And then you need to stay safe. Robots, apps, all of these, they have one thing in common. They use sensors, they use data, they use internet, and they use softwares. But they have enable doctors. They are not replacement for doctors. So whenever you have anything critical, you must visit a doctor. You should not rely on Google. You should not rely on your apps. They just help you. They should not be replacement for doctors. So that is one key mantra that we all should learn today. And then thinking about future, health tech is not only about doctors, software engineers, coders. It is much more than that. It needs designers, it needs researchers, it needs managers, it needs storytellers, and it needs leaders. So one of you will be a leader. You need leader in health. So that is how it is. So it is your future. And women, especially, they have a very, very key role because health is not only about technology or doctors, it is a lot about empathy and it is a lot about balance. And who better than women to give that balance and empathy, right? And so your perspective, it matters a lot. Your creativity around health and technology matters a lot. And thank you. Thank you for patiently listening to me. Uh, yes, stay healthy, stay happy, stay empowered. Thank you, sir. Build a future where technology makes you more accessible and affordable. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I think it was very enlightening to see how healthcare and technology are so intricately related. And I think we've all learned something. I know I have. Um, so now we would like to introduce to you an important awareness initiative of SastaSundar. The SastaSundar Health and Happiness podcast. That's what we would like to introduce to you today. It brings together experts from different fields to discuss crucial health topics and also everyday well-being. Uh, it tells you all of this in a very relatable way, and it is designed to help listeners make very informed choices in a world currently filled with information overload. We aim to provide you with the right, accurate health information. We will now play a few short trailers of the podcasts to give you a sense of its content and our approach to it. Fine. Please take it away. डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स को लेकर काफी डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स आम करना है milk that you were getting 100 years, 50 years back. लाइफस्टाइल का न्यूट्रिशन का स्किन का इन सारी चीजों को बहुत बड़ा हाथ रहता है कैंसर होने का 85% of cancers are lifestyle driven. कौन सी फूड्स है जो हम सबको लगता है कि है तो काफी हेल्दी है फ्लेक्स and non-alcoholic fatty liver is 100% reversible disease. स्लीप का मेंटल हेल्थ के साथ जो रिलेशनशिप है वो कितना स्ट्रांग है और अगर हम एक प्रॉपर स्लीप हाइजीन फॉलो करें उससे हमारा इमोशनल हेल्थ बेहतर हो सकता है बहुत ही गहरा है if I see 100 patients at least 95 will have sleep. आप कुछ ऐसे अर्ली साइंस के बारे में हमारे को बताना चाहेंगे कि जिससे पता चल सके कि हाँ मैं स्ट्रेस्ड हूँ या फिर मैं एंग्शियस फील कर रही हूँ आपस में बताया जा सकता है so ideally our brain release रहता है आपके मसल्स भी सो रहे थे so in so these are basically early signs body stress हमारी जनरेशन को आई थिंक स्ट्रेस क्रिएट करने का भी अननेसेसरी शॉक्स शायद से पैदा हुआ है आज की जनरेशन क्या आप कुछ टिप्स देना चाहेंगे इस स्ट्रेस से डील करने के लिए बेसिकली एक बैग में बोला जाए तो इमीडिएट में अलग और रियल लाइफ बहुत ही अलग उसको हैंडल करना सकते हैं उसको मैनेज करने के लिए सजेशंस देना चाहिए we would like to know what exactly are skin boosters. Basically, they are to improve the skin texture and the hydration level of the skin. Nobody wants to look old. People want to look young for a very long time now. So, can you please explain to our viewers what skin tightening is exactly all about, please? So nowadays the world is moving towards regeneration. The basic and most simplest regenerative technique what we had for several years. Let's talk about social media trends. Skincare these days is really a trend. What should be an ideal skincare for today's time? These are unrealistic expectations. What laser hair therapy is all about, whether it is safe for everyone or not, it will take a sizable number of sessions. There is approximately 70 to 80% reduction in your hair count. If I have to, for my skin type, if I have to opt for a particular non-surgical treatment, how do I decide which one to go for? As a gynecologist, आप जो लड़कियां जो औरतें पीसीओडी पीसीओएस से जूझ रहे हैं उनको क्या तीन डोज एंड डोज आप देंगे देयर इज नो क्योर फॉर पीसीओएस मेनआर्क यानी पहला पीरियड जो होता है वो आजकल काफी बच्चों के लिए अर्ली आता है और कुछ बच्चों के लिए लेट आता है Once before the age of 11 months ही उनके पीरियड स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं जिसके कारण दे आर आल्सो वेरी डिस्टर्बिंग फॉर अस बहुत टीनेजर्स और यंग गर्ल्स को पीसीओएस का प्रॉब्लम आजकल हो रहा है तो इसका रूट कॉज क्या है और ये इतना कॉमन क्यों हो जा रहा है आजकल पीसीओएस के साथ एक एडिशनल सिम्टम्स आते हैं जैसे एक्ने एक जो वैक्सीन इसके बारे में लोग बहुत सुन रहे हैं cervical cancer vaccine HPV right as a woman you will encounter virus once in your life अमेरिकन भी काफी बोल रहे हैं इंडियंस भी काफी बोल रही है क्या वेट लॉस का ब्रांड मोटापा यानी कि ओबेसिटी एक बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स डिजीज वेट लॉस कोई एक इंजेक्शन या कोई एक किसी आपके अंदाज नहीं करना चाहिए शॉर्टकट अप्रोच फार्माकोलॉजी मेडिसिन से ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है आपको डाइट आपको एक्सरसाइज आपकी दिनचर्या आपके स्ट्रेस रिलैक्सेशन आप अवॉइड कर सकते हैं नींद का क्वालिटी कैसा स्लीप इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट
ये तो जो ओरल पिल्स होती है, और एक होता है इंजेक्टेबल्स। जो मेडिसिन चलती है, ये कुछ टाइम पीरियड के लिए सिर्फ 3 महीना, 6 महीना, 1 महीना, 12 महीने की जिंदगी भर लेनी पड़ती है। जिंदगी दिखा के कि काफ़ी मेरी सब दवाओं में अगर कमी कर दें, तो वहाँ से रिबाउंड भी नहीं।
आपके जीवन से लोग प्रसन्न हैं तो जीवन उत्तम है। अगर आपके जीवन से लोग प्रसन्न हैं तो जीवन उत्तम है। पर अगर आप स्वयं के जीवन से प्रसन्न हैं, तब जीवन संतुलित है।
शिवानी शाह है जो केटल बॉल स्पोर्ट्स की 6 टाइम वर्ल्ड चैंपियन रह चुकी है। आप जब देखते हैं क्या
So kettlebell is basically it's a combination of strength training and weight training.
ये जैसे आजकल के लोग बहुत सारा एज को लेके कोशिश हो जाते हैं कि बुढ़ापा नहीं है या बुढ़ापा है तो आराम से जी ले। इसमें स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग या केटलबेल स्पोर्ट्स कैसे है?
मैं हमेशा यही सोचती हूँ दैट एज इज जस्ट अ नंबर। 30 साल की उम्र के बाद इट इज प्रूवन दैट ओवर अ डिकेड पीपल फाइट फॉर द मसल मास टेक्निक्स। तो स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग आपके ओवरऑल मसल मास को बढ़ाता है एंड इट कीप्स यू प्रोटेक्टेड।
प्रेगनेंसी में बच्चा छोटा सा है तो क्या करना चाहिए? क्या चीजें ध्यान रखनी चाहिए? जैसे आगे भी जैसे आपने बताया कि फिटनेस की जर्नी होती है।
तो मुझे भी कई लोगों ने बोला भाई छोड़ दो, पीठ टूट जाएगी, अब बहुत हो गया, अब रहने दो, अब उम्र का तकाजा है। बहुत लोगों ने बहुत चीजें बताई। तो लोगों का काम है कहना, हम कहते ही रहेंगे कम चीजें करिए लेकिन आप कंसिस्टेंटली करिए, क्योंकि मेरी जर्नी रियल में शुरू हुई आफ्टर आई बिकेम अ मदर। लेकिन तब तक मैंने वो किया और मैंने अपनी ऑफिस भी तब तक साथ में
1 to 10 ईयर ऊपर 10 साल अपने बेटे के लिए सेट किया।
तो ये आई वाज वेरी क्लियर कि जब आप बच्चों को बड़ा कर रहे हैं, हमें ये लगता है बच्चों को बड़ा करना है। आई सेड टू माई सेल्फ आई डोंट हैव टू रेज माई सन, आई हैव टू रेज माई सेल्फ।
लड़कियों को स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग बोलते हैं कि उनका बॉडी थोड़ा फुल हो जाएगा, थोड़ा मर्दाना लुक आ जाएगा, तो लेकिन लोग तो लाइक गर्ल गर्ल की फीलिंग चली जाएगी।
मैं जब भी हूँ क्या गर्ल ऐसी लग रही है तो मैं हमेशा देखिए सोसाइटी में भी बातें आती हैं, आप सबको तो नहीं समझा सकते, तो फिर मैंने अपने आप को यही बताया कि झुकने से अगर रिश्ते बने तो झुक जाओ, पर बार बार आपको झुकना पड़े तो झुक जाओ। Those were, thank you. Those were a few trailers of a few of our podcasts. I hope we were able to pique your interest. And alongside the podcast, SastaSundar also has a recurring reading series called Shatayu Bhava. Now, Shatayu Bhava, it means to live, it's a blessing in itself. Shatayu Bhava means live healthy till 100. Yes. The series features practical and easy guidance on long term healthy living with the esteemed Dr. Rahul Jain, sharing advice drawn from his extensive clinical experience and also his extensive theoretical knowledge, I'm sure. Um, it encourages viewers to adopt simple habits for a long and healthy life with the aspiration of reaching 100 years in the pink of health. Mr. Jain, sorry, Dr. Jain, is a general physician associated with Bellevue Clinic. He's also a specialist in diabetes care, and he has over 24 years of clinical experience. He has been an important voice on Sasta Sundar's Health and Fitness podcast, and as I said, to read the series. We are going to see one episode of Shatayu Baba, and then we're going to call Dr. Rahul Jain on stage to say a few words.
नमस्कार डॉक्टर राहुल जी। ये जिसे हाई ब्लड प्रेशर भी पहले तो सुनते थे बुजुर्गों की बीमारी है, 50 साल के बाद होने वाली है। पर आजकल मैं नोटिस कर रहा हूँ 30-40 साल के भी यंगस्टर्स को भी ब्लड प्रेशर होने लगे हैं। तो इसके पीछे क्या रीजन? फिजिकल इनएक्टिविटी, स्मोकिंग एंड पुअर स्लीप, ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट कारण है। खाना का हमारा रूटीन पे डिपेंड करता है। इंडिया में तो लोग जो ट्रेडिशनल खाना खाते हैं, फुल ग्रेन दालें
और लो सोडियम आजकल बहुत ज्यादा पैकेट और अल्ट्रा प्रोसेस्ड खाना आ गया है। लोग मोबाइल से खाना मंगा रहे हैं। बहुत ज्यादा सोडियम जा रहा है जिसके कारण साइंटिफिकल एनालिसिस सबसे मिला है हाई प्रेशर बहुत फॉर्म है। That was just a tiny glimpse of Survival, the real series. Now, Dr. Jain will share his insights on general healthcare, practical preventive measures, and I'm sure much more. Dr. Rahul Jain, please join us. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Dear students and there are teachers, my good friend Mittal ji, all my friends from SastaSundar. Now, the one thing I never do before I go and give any talk is to prepare. The preparations are a bit difficult, especially if you're speaking to Generation Z. So, New Year's is just around the bend. And I said, I'm going to a women's college. Why not get a charcoal facial before I come? So, on the way from Bellevue, where I work, I just rolled down the car and I got a free charcoal facial. So that's our candidate for you. While we laugh at what's happening, some of the picture around Calcutta is quite, in fact, all over India is quite alarming. It's quite alarming. And people seem to be busy with everything and anything, but they are not concerned about their health. Now, I get uh, young women and older, you know, women also who come to my clinic, and when I tell them you should get a good sleep every day. And more often than not, they go to their classes, boring economics classes. Or no offense meant, I don't know your economics teacher or your history teacher or your geography teacher, but there is a place and there is a time to sleep. And for health, there are so many things we need to do. I tell people you should get good hydration every day. You should drink a lot of water. And more often than not, people take it to be good hydration means going to the nearest barista and having a nice latte. So, I mean, that's, these are some of the things that happen in my practice every day. So, India, Viksit Bharat, Hindustan, whatever you call it, is a very special place. And India's health has, you know, we have come a long way forward from independence, where the life expectancy was around 40 to now 70 plus. We've come a very long way. And I suspect that all the political science, economics, history, and English literature students are hell bent and they have ganged up to bring that figure down. I have a very strong feeling that something like this is going to happen. Cloud kitchens are a click away, and you can order food at 12 midnight. You can order high sodium foods. You can order biryani at 11:30 p.m. and you can order bagels and pizzas at any one time of the day. And it's so I mean it's sort of scary to think of. Now, when I was a student, uh, and I used to frequent this area, I used to love coming to this area. I was a student of St. James's, and unfortunately, that was a boys only school. But this is a family program. We don't talk all that here. I used to come here for fests. Fest was like a big melting pot that people could meet. And one of the things I really used to love coming here to, there's a place called Delight. Is it still around? They like they serve dosas and yeah, it's still there. Still, okay, I'm too ancient, so I don't even notice it now. Used to come there, and one of the very good things about making friends and meeting people is that that generation of that adda culture. I believe it's very good for the heart. It's really good for the heart. It gives you a little cup of chai in a bhad and one or two biscuits and gossip about that new girl from uh, commerce section or it doesn't do any harm. But then there's a limit. There's a limit to how much outside food you can eat, how much unhealthy snacks you can eat, and whether you're getting good sleep or not, whether you're exercising or not. When I joined medicine, this is 3 decades back, I've never heard of something called text thumb. Believe me, I passed MBBS. I did my MD. I did not know what a text thumb is. I did not know what a text neck is. So I suppose I have to re-educate myself. I get teenagers, even toddlers, 7, 8-year-old boys who are coming with pain in the base of the thumb. Is something I've not seen. I've not read in any orthopedics textbook. So India is changing, and you are the change. We are all old men. You are the change. You are what you are the brick that makes who add together and makes our country the great country it is. So, and if any one of these bricks is weak, then what happens to the entire facade of your youth? We, as a country, the advantage we have is something called a demographic dividend. If you look at the age curve, age distribution of curve, it is like this. The young people, uh, especially economic students, would be reading about age distribution centile curve. So you can go and read it. A lot of us are going to enter the workforce. Enter the workforce with what? With the baggage of diabetes, with the baggage of high blood pressure, with the baggage of cholesterol. I don't think that's a very good thing for our workforce. We will use that demographic dividend. We will not grow as a nation if our students, yeah, 20, 24, 25, 27, 30-year old, young people are carrying the burden of diseases. I honestly, I have nothing against any of the students here, but I would never like to see anyone from this audience or somebody your age to ever come to my clinic with diabetes or high blood pressure or cholesterol. I would hate it. Trust me. Okay, people do get illnesses when we are older. I would not want any one of you or any one of your age, boy or girl, to come to my clinic with high blood pressure. I mean, I would hate it because that's a failure of our communication. And there was a time when when I grew up uh, in the old films, Rajesh Khanna, they would die of infectious diseases, tuberculosis. Every occasional film would have usko bahut bukhar ho gaya, wo mar gaya. But now with the advent of antibiotics and investigations, nowadays we see, Akshay Kumar's father, or, Ranveer Kapoor's mother is dying of a non-infectious disease or something which we call non-communicable disease. In fact, 60% of Indians are dying of non-communicable diseases. Have you heard the term non-communicable disease or lifestyle disease? Can anyone tell? Enlighten me. A lot of people are bobbing their heads. Anyone? Yes, the lady with the red shirt and scarf. Yes, please tell me. Basically, non-communicable diseases are those you can't get from other people. Yes. Your own faults, your lifestyle, because you eat unhealthy food and if you yes. exercise, that due to chronic stress and everything like we have asthma, yes. Diseases, then we have high blood pressure, as you mentioned. Yes. There are also diabetes, yes. Ulcers and all that. Partly true, partly not true. There are genes. Genes are also something very important. We get a lot of things from the environment and we get a lot of things from our parents and grandparents. So the lady in the red shirt is thinking that from my mother, I'll get that 4 BHK south facing 7th floor flat with two covered parkings, right? I'm sure you're thinking, no. Along with that, you also inherit high blood pressure. You inherit diabetes. You inherit cholesterol. But there are certain things you can change to offset it and make it better. What are the things you can do to reduce diabetes and high blood pressure and cholesterol? You can walk. You can not press your Zomato or Swiggy app. I'm sorry, I'm giving names, but don't order online food. You can eat fresh food, fruit. You can eat a lot of whole grains. In addition to keeping you healthy, it will give you a glowing skin and make you look younger. And it will give you more energy to pursue your studies, whether here or abroad or whatever. So these are certain things we inherit certain genes from. Like I inherited my for example my mother's looks. I speak. My voice is not like my father's. And genes are something which are very important. It's not the Levi 501 which I'm talking about, of course. So I mean, I can imagine. I have to check that. One day, Rashid Kapoor's daughter is late for school. Like I was late today, 15 minutes, and she and her teacher scolds her. She gave an excellent performance. How there was an earthquake before she after she left school, and there was a tire puncture, and somebody broke her, car window because she's a born actress. Come on, give me a break. That's what genes do, isn't it? So we inherit certain things from our family. If any of you has diabetes in your family, any of you have blood pressure in your family, there's a 50% chance perhaps you will get one of these diseases, right? It's not something you can change. What are the things you can change? Can anyone tell me, summarize 3, 4, 5 points that you can stay healthy? Yes, ma'am, in the orange shirt, please. At the moment, they people that walk in our so morning walks are good. Exercise is good. A sport is. How many of you dance? Bharatnatyam, salsa, tango. Excellent. Dancing is an excellent exercise. Kathak, Bharatnatyam, salsa, whatever. It's an excellent exercise. And what kind of food would you like to eat? What kind of food, man? Can you suggest something? Some of us are hospital, they should be have much schedule. Yes. I understand. More fruits, more vegetables, and fresh perishable foods are the best. So these are things. There are things. There was a lovely prayer I would encourage. Please sit. Um, as you say, Boshul. Uh, বাইরে প্রবল বৃষ্টি চ্যানেল উপরে বসুন ইস্ট বেঙ্গলে প্রশান্ত মোহন বাগানে বসুন. Is it? There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things which we can do to increase our health, exercise. A lot of women nowadays, are again going back to the basics, eating, and men who are going back to the basics, eating a lot of fresh fruits, fresh salad, are learning to cook at home. Every person, every human being, every man or woman in India should know how to make food for her food. It is very important. I mean, I see people learn how to cook. My son, for example, he's started to cook muffins and cakes. I said, "ये तुम्हारी कभी काम नहीं आएगा. You should learn to make kitchen. You should learn to make sabzi. You should learn to make roti. That helps." I also I make triangular rotis. I haven't mastered the skill of making round roti, but that's something which is very important. Cooking, because it's a source of energy. There's nothing wrong. It's a life skill. Before you learn Spanish and French and uh, I mean cooking and basic nutrition sense is something I feel all of you as young Indians, I will refer to you as young Indians should know. Uh, Now, nutrition is something which is I've talked about. Our healthcare has uh, a lot of very good doctors. Our health programs are strong, but sometimes the last mile access or the last mile connectivity is something which is quite unsatisfactory, and that's where healthcare apps like SastaSundar comes in and reaches out to more people. We are trying to spread awareness as much as we can, because awareness is the first part. If you accept that, is the first part of you changing to a better person. Now, all of us make New Year resolutions, and I have me, for example, I break them in 7, 10 days. So, but you must make that effort. All of you must make that effort. Uh, and one thing I've realized that a lot of you, like me also, for work it keeps me awake. I track my sleep, but sleep well. A good uninterrupted sleep of 7, 8 hours will keep you healthy. Trim and sleep. Lack of sleep is something which is very common in weight gain. If you don't sleep well, you're working at the first gear in the morning, and you tend to gain weight. It's very important. You must sleep well. You won't get dark circles. You look fresher. Your skin will glow. It's very, very important. Uh, and I honestly feel that a healthier India starts with you and me. And to each of you, on each of you is a burden to keep India healthier and happier and more productive and more Viksit Bharat, as they call it. It was absolutely lovely speaking to the young students here. And without being preachy and without being, uh, pontificating, let me just say that please take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, look after your health, look after your parents and your teachers and your lovely institution, Loreto College. I had the great fortune of knowing many, many teachers from Loreto School and College, and I always love coming here. Thank you very much. Any questions, please? Yes, ma'am. Uh, so basically, for anti-civil disease, as far as I know, the first sign is always weakness. Yes. And many symptoms also like the way disease is spread. I have a lot of weakness because for like various reasons. So the thing is, weirdly, I also get ringing in my ears sometimes. Yes. Whenever I'm sleeping, and that causes a great disruption to my mental health as well. So how do I get rid of that? Okay, if you have got ringing in the ears, it is a symptom of tinnitus. Tinnitus happens when the balance systems in the ear can, sometimes go wrong and you hear a two or a kind of sound. So I would recommend you to get in touch with an ENT specialist, get your hearing checked, and possibly get screened for things like Meniere's disease, which causes tinnitus. Tinnitus is relieved by something called brown noise or pink noise. Pink noise is that kind of sound that you hear. It's a sound of the sea waves crashing on the shore. So that can help you concentrate and can help you alleviate mental health issues. Mental health is something people do never talk about. Wellness and health are two different things. In Indian systems of medicine, people place a lot of importance not only on your, the whether you have a disease, a physical disease like malaria or dengue or high blood pressure, but also on mental well-being. It's very important to be happy. All of you should be happy. You should have happy and productive lives, and more very importantly, uh, when I wish students, I mean, emotionally, like you don't want to hear that awful poem again. So it's very important. I wish students that I hope you have a healthy and happy life, and your workplace and your school is not toxic. That's one line I always add. Because workplace or education toxicity is something which takes away the fun of everything. It is very important. You can't be in a toxic school, you cannot be in a toxic workplace, you cannot be in a toxic relationship. It is extremely important to be healthy. You should be happy from inside, and with that happiness, gives you health. It's very important. Yes, please. You were asking a question. Any more questions or comments? So that means either you've understood everything or not understood anything, which is uh, which is still okay. So see you again. Happy to speak to you on the behalf of everyone at SastaSundar team. I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and a very productive life. Thank you. Like that.
So for five years, if anyone wants to consent this confidence and then I Thank you so much, Doctor. I do not think anyone can top that. I think he was extremely engaging as a speaker. But I would like to thank you for being such an attentive audience. And to wrap up, let's carry forward the spirit of curiosity, responsibility, and Viksit Bharat. A journey towards a healthier, sharper, and more empowered India starts now with you. Do check out SastaSundar's YouTube channel and the SastaSundar app for 100% genuine medicines. No fakes here. Also, if any of you really would like to start in our podcast, there are several other properties also, intellectual properties that is music medicine, etc., etc. Please do contact Mr. John Foster. And stay inspired, stay informed with the right information, and keep building the future that we all believe in. Thank you. Thank you. Sure. I don't know. Close that. Yes.